Hi, Mystery Recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a South Korean space western film called Space Sweepers. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. In the year 2098, the fading of sunlight and acidic soil has caused all the plants to disappear. The Earth has run out of fertile land, forests have vanished, and deserts are widespread. In such conditions, the end of humanity seemed near, but a company called the UTS Corporation came to mankind's aid and built a new orbiting home for humanity that mimics natural processes on Earth. It is a mass of land, a little distant from Earth, that orbits alongside it. However, the UTS was not competent enough to build a home that can accommodate everyone from Earth. Only a chosen few who have enough money to pay for the UTS services can ascend to the new orbiting home to become the UTS citizens, while 95% of the human population remains on the dying Earth. In addition, some humans, called the Space Sweepers, live on several less developed constellation colonies called the orbits. Space Sweepers put their lives in danger to collect unwanted trash from space, like abandoned satellites and space vehicles. They sell such debris to the UTS warehouse to make their living. The CEO of UTS, James Sullivan, claims that he cares about the people on the Earth, but cannot do anything about it. He is also planning to create a civilization on Mars, making it the new Earth. At the beginning of the movie, a space sweeper named Kim Tae-ho arrives at the UTS Lost and Found warehouse, where things and people who have been found in orbit are kept. He is there to have a look at a 7-year-old girl who was recently found dead. After paying with his magnetic shoes, he gets to see the girl, but he is disheartened to see she isn't the one he is looking for. Tae-ho then ascends back to space and to his orbit ship, called the Victory. Tae-ho's crew consists of a former drug dealer named Tiger Park, an android called Bubs, and is led by Captain Jang. The crew get on the ship Victory and fly to intercept an abandoned spaceship that had been floating in space. The Victory is late as they see other space sweepers competing to claim the ship as their own. But, under the captainship of Jang, they impressively manage to get their hands on the spaceship. The crew brings the ship to a waste management factory, only to find that the damage they had caused while capturing it is more expensive than the ship itself. The crew plans to fix the damage themselves to get the money, but while they are at it, they discover something strange inside. The spacecraft has a living little girl in a spacesuit. The shocked crew get her out and bring her with them to their ship. They plan to get a reward from the girl's parents for bringing her back. As they deliberate on the plan, the news shows the picture of the girl. It says that the girl is an android named Dorothy, who has a weapon of mass destruction inside of her, created by the terrorist group Black Fox. Hearing that the girl is dangerous, the group gets away from her while planning about getting rid of her. Tae-ho sees several missed calls from a man named Hyun-woo Kang on Dorothy's phone. He recognizes the man as a UTS employee and a doctor. Tae-ho calls Kang and demands $2 million to give Dorothy back to him. Kang accepts the deal, which makes the group jump in happiness. They decide to meet in the 32 commercial district. However, both the groups are unaware of the CEO, James, listening to their conversation from afar. James wants the little girl Dorothy for himself because, according to him, only she can help him execute his plan to colonize Mars. James then sends off his men to get the girl. Meanwhile, Tae-ho and the crew meet Dr. Kang to hand him the girl, only to find that she is missing. The little girl somehow ends up in a club where everyone recognizes her and starts to panic. They run away from the girl in fear as she stays still on the dance floor. Just then, Dr. Kang finds her and runs to get the girl, but is dragged away by the panicking crowd. The space guards sent by James are also there. They fire at Tae-ho, but Dorothy, with her supernatural powers, creates a shield to protect him. The crew somehow escapes with Dorothy on their ship. Now, everyone is at a loss for what they should do with the girl. Tiger begins to open up to her, playing with her to keep her occupied. At the same time, Captain Jang sees a drawing of her that Dorothy had made. The crew starts to feel affectionate towards her as time goes by. The following day, Captain Jang notices that a tomato plant has grown in their ship. Later, the android Bubs tells Dorothy about the crew's past. It turns out that all of the crew members once used to be wealthy and good people. Tae-ho was a commander of the Space Guards and the first ever UTS genius. He worked closely with CEO James back then. During one of his missions, he found a human baby that he was supposed to send back to the Earth, but Taeho chose to take care of the little girl instead. He named the girl Soon-Yi and treated her as his own child. After being her dad, Taeho could not kill people anymore, so James labeled him useless and threw him out of the UTS. Taeho was demoted to a slum orbit colony, where he stayed without a home for a year. One day, the orbit was hit by space debris, and during the chaos, he got separated from his daughter. Since then, he has been trying to accumulate money to conduct a search party for her. Later, they get a call from a person who wants to take Dorothy for a lot of money. Taeho prepares to hand her off to them, but Tiger is worried about what the people will do to the little girl. Taeho reminds him that he needs to look for his daughter, Soon-Yi, at any cost. As they talk, someone kidnaps Dorothy from the bathroom. The crew soon realizes and chases the abductor. They get the little girl and defeat the abductor and his group. When the team reveals the abductor's face, they are surprised to see that he is Karum, the manager of the garbage disposal facility they sell the space debris to. Captain Jang interrogates the abductors and finds out that Dorothy is actually a human and not an android. She was born with a congenital disease and couldn't move, so her father, Dr. Kang, injected her with nanobots found in space debris as a last resort to save her life. The nanobots not only saved Dorothy, but also gave her unique powers. She could communicate with other nanobots and heal and protect things, such as the tomato plant that had grown on the ship. James found this and used little Dorothy to turn Mars into a healthy green planet. But now, since her job for him is done, he wants to kill her. He knows that Dorothy has powers to heal the Earth and make it fertile again. But if she does that, humans won't need him and the UTS would be out of power. So, to end the problem as a whole, James created a hydrogen bomb and labeled Dorothy as dangerous. He plans to explode the bomb that will kill all humans on the Earth, making Mars the only viable option for all other humans. The crew finds out that Karum and his friends are called Black Fox. They are an environmentalist group, but James has mislabeled them as terrorists and plans to blame the hydrogen bomb attack on Earth on them. The group is surprised by the revelation. As they process the information, space guards sent by James arrive in their orbit. The crew narrowly manages to escape the orbit in their ship, but are pursued by the soldiers. While trying to flee, they enter a danger zone filled with millions of nanobots. Dorothy uses her power to communicate with the nanobots and saves the ship from malfunctioning. However, she falls unconscious right after. Tiger performs CPR on the little girl and finally manages to bring her back. She wakes up with a fart. Everyone in the crew sighs in relief and laughs with her. They communicate with the Black Fox group and plan to reunite Dorothy with her father, Dr. Kang. The two ships meet, and the little girl finally gets to meet her father. Everyone is delighted to see them hug, but the happiness doesn't last long when suddenly they are attacked by the space guards. They barge in and kill Kang and all of the Black Fox group. James is there too. He hands Taeho and the crew $4 million for keeping the girl safe and leaves with Dorothy. James also orders his soldiers to keep an eye on the Victory ship and the crew. After everyone is gone, Tiger tells the crew that they will have to rescue Dorothy, but Taeho wants to take the money to save his own daughter. They get into a fight, which ends after Captain Jang asks Taeho to continue with saving his daughter, but the other crew will be on a mission to save Dorothy. The crew prepares for their missions as Taeho reminisces about Soon-Yi. To the crew's delight, he decides to join them to save Dorothy. All of them take their respective positions, ready for the mission. With all their skills, they manage to keep up with the space guards, who fire at them repeatedly. The Victory manages to get away from the guards, and finally reaches the place where Dorothy is located. They discover the little girl scared and tied to a chair with the hydrogen bomb. Captain Jang figures out that the bomb can destroy everything within 5,000 kilometers. They have to fly away as soon as they can, but the group feels responsible for the bomb that is about to kill billions of people on Earth. They cannot leave when they have a chance to save so many lives. So, the crew contacts all their fellow space sweepers and asks for their help to escape the space guards who are waiting for them outside. With their help, they manage to get away from the facility and fly far away. The space sweepers and guards get into a battle, but the guards are soon defeated. Only one guard ship remains, which is piloted by James himself. Captain Jang figures out a way to broadcast all of James's doings to the entire world. Now, everyone knows about his plan to destroy the Earth. The Victory finally reaches 5,000 kilometers away from the Earth. Just then, James's ship latches itself onto the Victory. He expects to see Dorothy inside, but instead is surprised to come across the hydrogen bomb. It turns out that the crew had put the hydrogen bomb into their own ship and sent Dorothy off with the other space sweepers before fleeing themselves. They have decided to sacrifice their own life in order to take the bomb away from the Earth. Now, finally, the bomb explodes, taking James and the whole of the ship Victory with it, but ensuring that everyone else is safe. As the dust from the explosion settles, we see the Victory ship has been protected by nanobots, thanks to Dorothy. All the crew members are happy and grateful to the little girl. The world has started to heal, and fertile lands are coming back with the help of Dorothy's powers. Dorothy also helps Taeho reunite with his daughter, Soon-Yi, using her abilities. The group returns to their job as space sweepers, now with an upgraded ship, more money, and Dorothy added to their team. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.